Let me show you how to make a starting puff stitch, a 9-loop puff. I'll make a 9-loop puff. This is when you're starting fresh and the first stitch you have to make is a puff stitch and you've got no height and you're not attached. So there's a couple of ways to do it. You can just join your yarn and make a knot if you want. Just make a knot. This is one way, like that. Now you can then pull up a loop and pull it nice and high, or not too high. We don't want too tall puff stitches. If you look at the other videos, I keep telling you not to make your puffs too tall or they collapse. So a 9-loop puff is going to be a yarn over, pull up a loop 4 times, gives you 8 loops, plus your starting loop makes 9. So I've got my starting loop. I'm going to pull it up a little bit high and I'm going to start making the puff. Yarn over, pull up a loop once, twice, 3 times and 4. That gives me 9 loops on my hook. Trust me, there are 9 loops there. Yarn over, pull through all the loops on the hook and a chain 1 to close. Then of course you have to secure away your end later on. But there's a 9-loop puff starting with a knot and a pulled up loop, like that. The other way to do it is you can have a knot there and you can start by actually pulling it through and making a chain 2. That's another way to start. Not my preferred way, but I'll show it to you anyway. So this is just to get the height. There's your first loop. Now I need to do the yarn over, pull up a loop 4 times, 2, 3 and 4 to get my 9-loop puff. Yarn over, pull through all and a closing chain. And you can see now why this is not my preferred method, but if this is the way you can do it until you get maybe some more advanced skills, or maybe you just prefer it that way, it doesn't matter. Once you continue crocheting, it's not even going to be visible. It actually does get pushed a bit to the back and it kind of disappears a little bit. So that's the way to do it with the chain 2 and a knot. I'm going to show you how to do it also as a standing stitch. This is my preferred way for all of my stitches. And that's why it's the difference between a starting stitch where you're attached and you go up and a standing stitch where you are not attached. I'm going to put a slip knot on my hook like that. That's my first loop. I'm going to go to the position I need to be in and I'm going to immediately start completely unattached, only to the hook, and I'm going to do a yarn over and I'm going to go to the spot and pull up my first loop. Now the only thing you must be aware of is not to let this loop spin because it's not attached to anything. So I hold it. That's my first yarn over, pull up a loop. So now I have 3 more of those. That's my second time, that's my third time, and that's my 4th time, and that would give me 9 loops on my hook as long as this doesn't spin around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bit hard to see, but they're all there. Yarn over, pull through all the loops on your hook and do your closing chain. And this is a standing puff stitch. Okay, there's no right or wrong. This is just my particularly preferred method when you're starting fresh and you're not attached. Okay, and then you can work away that tail later. Alright, so those are the 3 ways to do it. You can start with a knot or just pulling the yarn through like this and make a chain 2 and then make your puff. 1, 2, 3 and 4, pull through all, closing chain. Or you can just come over here again, attach with a knot or whatever you want to do, and then just pull the loop up and then start 1, 2, 3 and 4, pull through all, closing chain. So they'll all look a little bit different. I know these are pulling type, but that's the chain 2 one. This is the one where you just pulled up a nice long loop to start, and this is my standing start. Nice fat puff stitch there. So choose which way you want to do it. The pattern may specify a particular way for any particular reason. Do what you're told, but those are the 3 techniques. And I'll catch you later. Have a play. I'm going to start again. Bye.